Structurally basic unit for all living organisms, we call that is in cell. Okay. So here group of cells we call that is in tissues. The first tissues are generally two types. So one, it is in meristematic tissues, and second one, that is in permanent tissues.
Permanent tissue.
Yes, generally it is in two type tissues is there. Number one, it is in permanent tissues. So number one is meristematic tissues. Second one is permanent tissues. Entire the tissue systems are two types. So one, meristematic. So what is the meaning of meristematic tissues?
Growth tissue, division tissue.
Meristematic are localized. Okay, localized regions in the plant body which is active cell divisions. Okay, so occur or which cells have ability so become active response of appropriate. So we call that is in meristematic tissue. A group of where the young cells that have the capacity to divide and give rise to the new cells. So always it is produced to the new cells. So we call that is in meristematic tissues. Is it okay now? Yeah. So see here, the meristems means is a Greek word. So meristems, which means it is a divisions. Okay, always the cells or it is produced to the new cells. We call that is meristematic tissues. Yes, here now you see the meristematic tissues. What type of the characteristics there? How can we identify the meristematic tissues? Generally, the meristematic tissues, it is a thin-walled cells. Is the thin-walled cells. The cell walls are made up of generally it is a cellulose. The meristematic tissues, the cell wall is made up of cellulose. The cells may be round, oval, polygonal, and rectangulars. Polygonal and rectangulars. The cells are so it is a very close and compact arrangement. All the meristematic tissues, very close arrangement is there. Very compact structures is there. Why means it is a young cells. Young cell, that's why it is a very close cells is there. Okay, so that is a without there is no intracellular spaces. Without intracellular spaces is there. So this is the little characters of in meristematic tissues. So based on these meristematic tissues, so we are looking entire the plant kingdom, like root system, stem system, leaf systems, entire the places. So we are looking the meristematic tissues. So these meristem tissues are classified generally, where the origin and development. Second one is there is a position, and third one that is in divisions, and fourth one that is in functions. So generally it is in four types. Is there? Some books are given is three. So here it is your book is given to the four. So for first one, that is of in origin and development initiating cells. Okay. So origin means where the tissues are generating. So that is of in first one. On the basis of the origin and development of initiating cells, the following three classes of meristematic have been recognized generally. So that is of in three types is there. Number one, that is of in promeristems.
Promeristems is primary.
Second one, that is of in primary meristems.
And secondary.
And third one, that is of in secondary meristems. So this is of origin of meristematic tissues. Really, based on the positions, three types of in One, it is in apical meristems. Number two,
Intercalary.
that is of intercalary meristems,
And
and third
lateral.
one, that is in lateral.
Lateral. Yes.
Generally, it is in three types is there. So first one, apical meristems. So what is apical meristems? Apical meristems means
Two tips divided growth.
apical. What is the meaning of apical meristems?
In the cost of
Where the growing
root
points, where the growing points of the stems and roots enter the sections. Where
Yes.
the growing sections we are looking in only apical meristems. That is of in tip of the sections, tip of
And
the roots. Any places or in tip of the sections we are looking in. So we call that is in apical meristems. Okay. So next to second one. Second one, that is in intercalary meristems. Intercalary meristems means in between positions. For example, this side and this side, in between we are looking, that is in intercalary meristems. Okay. So next to what is the third one, that is in lateral meristems. So lateral meristems means we are looking of in position of the side. So we call that is in lateral positions. So lateral positions, we are looking at meristematic tissues. The meristem tissues are presently with the lateral. Okay, so along and alongside the stem of parallel to the surface of the with the plant sections. We call that is in lateral meristems. Okay, so that is of in position of. Similarly, so next point, it is already completed in the last classes. So that is of based on the plane divisions. Based on the plane divisions, here we are looking in three types is there. So number one, that is of in rib meristems. So number two, that is of in plate meristems, and third one, that is of in moss meristems. Here it is in three types is there. Generally here it is in three types, where the plane divisions based on plane division, that is three types is there. So rib meristems, and second is the plate meristems, third one is the moss meristems. So next one, that is of based on the functions, so this is also three types is there. So number one, that is of in protoderm, number two, that is of in procambium, and next one, that is of in ground meristematic tissues. Okay, so this is all the meristems, where the positions, where the origin, where the plane divisions, different type of. So you see, after the meristems, so here we are going to shoot apexes. Before going that one, so what is the main functions of the meristems? Okay. So what is the main functions means? Always it is produced to the new cells. So that is the main functions of meristems. Yeah. Next point here, shoot apex and root apex. Shoot apex and root apex is this. So what is the meaning of shoot apex? And second one, that is what is the meaning of root apex? Here, the first one, that is of in vegetative shoot apex. Okay. So what is the vegetative shoot apex? The shoot apex is the terminal part of the shoot. So which is the immediately above the youngest leaf promeridium. So the vegetative, where the vegetative shoot apex, shape, and which one, that is of in size, the cytohistological structures means so many, which one, that is of different type of the cells is this. Means, so now you see this is a stem. Okay, in this stem we are looking the meristems means different type of the tissues, different type of the histological structures is there. The relations to the lateral organs, so and longitudinally section, the apex, the shoot apex generally appears more or less convex type structures, convex. Okay, so another some the grasses, when you are looking the shoot apex, some the grasses, so generally it is of in narrow cone shaped, where we are looking the meristems in the grass level, that is of in narrow structures is there. So and other one, means where the shoot apex of in the different type of the plants, we are looking different type of the shoot apexes. So generally vegetative shoot apex, so there we are looking different type of the so meristematic tissues is there. The tissues are very close association. There is no any intracellular species. So if we are looking in the where the pteridophytes are, and similarly there is a gymnosperms. So there we are looking different type of the shapes, different type of the structures. So here, for example, that is often the pteridophytes. The pteridophytes growth at the apex of produces either from one or few initial cells. For example, now you see here, this is the, so just wait here, I'm sharing one, which one that is in here, it is in the one, this one. Okay, yes, so here this is a fin, just 1 minute. Yeah, see now here the plant tissues is there. This plant tissues, one it is in meristematic tissues. So now we are completed. So these meristematic tissues generally based on primary meristem or secondary meristems, based on the positions, apical meristems, intercalary meristem, lateral meristems is there. Okay, third one that is of in moss, the rib plate meristem. So these are all the sections of meristems. Okay, yes. So here now you see where the shoot apex, of organizations. Means here now you see this is the plant. Okay, so it is a present about the youngest leaf of promeridia and consists of meristematic cells. So lateral branches of stem and leaves formed by the activity of shoot apexes. Okay, so here the means these tissues, the meristematic tissues we are looking. So different type of the, yeah, where the for example, if you are looking the pteridophytes are different, gymnosperms are you looking. So we are not looking same type of the tissues. We are looking different type of the tissues in different type of the plant kingdoms. So the first one, some members we are looking few group of the cells, not single cells. Means it is started by one group of initial cells. Sometimes we are looking only one initial cells. So that is looking in where it is in pteridophytes. So there we are looking in eusporangiate system is there. Second, that is of leptosporangiate systems is there. Two type of the systems is there. So one it is in eusporangiate. Second, there is of leptosporangiate. Sometimes only the development it is not only one initial cells, and sometimes we are looking group of initial cells. So these type of the so development we are looking in pteridophytic groups. Okay, so this is something here. So, see the second one. So where the two apex of the gymnosperms. So many theories is there. So actually, given the gymnosperms. When you are looking in the gymnosperms, here it is there. So when you are looking the gymnosperms, that is different type of the is there. Number one, it is of in cycus type. So number two, that is of in ginkgo type. So number three, that is of in cryptomeria, means abyss type. Three types is there in the gymnosperms. So in the gymnosperms, first one, the cytohistological studies on the shoot apex of spermatophytes has been that it is in a complicated arrangement of the groups cells in the shoot apex. The groups of cells are characterized by the size of the cells and nucleus. Means in gymnosperms, different type of the plant, different type of the nucleus, different type of the sections we are looking in where the gymnosperms. So for example, cycus plant, we call that as a cycus type. So when you're looking at the cycus type, one mother cell is there. First one, that is a mother cell. Sorry, central mother cell is absent in gymnosperm in cycus type. Similarly, where the ginkgo. So when you are looking in ginkgo biloba type, means of ginkgo type, So in ginkgo type of shoot apex is there. That is often 5 meristematic zones can be distinguished in 5 types meristematic tissues we are looking in ginkgo type. And next point, that is often cryptomeria. Cryptomeria, one more type is there. We are looking at 4 meristematic zones is there. 4 meristematic tissues is there. Here, different type of the shoot apexes we are looking in pteridophytes and similarly gymnosperms. And next one, that is often the angiosperms is there. So there are angiosperms. So in angiosperms there is often tunica carpus theory. Tunica carpus theories is there. Just only this is often corpus theory. Here I am showing that is often tunica carpus theory, modification of tunica carpus theory. Yes, here now you see this one. This one is a tunica, and second one here it is in carpus. So this is often where the angiosperms tunica. What is the meaning of tunica? Tunica means it is a one layer-like structure is there. Okay, so here it is not in a one single cell. Means the development it is not coming one single cells, one group of cells. So here we are looking one layer-like structure is there. It is a single layered forms of the epidermis. The cells of tunica are smaller than carpus and divided into 2 plants. One it is in tunica, second one that is often carpus. 2 types is there. So previous now just you are completed one group of cells is there. Sometimes like single cell is there. But here what happens? One layer like structures is there. So this is all the meristematic tissues. See what type of the shapes is there in the meristematic tissues. Peridophytic, sometimes you're looking only one. Sometimes you're looking at a group of the cells. Sporangiate, leptosporangiate. Similarly, gymnosperms are looking different type of the cyclostrap and ginkgo types is there. But when we are studying in, when we are looking in the angiosperms, so what happened here? So that is often layer-like structures is there. So you see here I'm showing one diagram that is often tunica, and second one that is often carpus. We call this often tunica carpus theories. Tunica carpus theories. Okay, so carpus, tunica means it is a one layer-like structures. So and carpus means the central core with the larger cells. Okay, so that cell is divided into the planes. So this is often tunica carpus theories. And next one, see one more theories is there. So that is often apical cell theories is there. And so next one, that is often histogen theories is there. So shoot apex theories. So one that is often histogen theories. So what is histogen theories? So you see, and apical cell theories of explain the shoot apex organizations. Okay, so according to this theory, the single apical cells lead the development of entire plant body. Apical means, so when the plant is going to development, the development is coming for in only one cell, going in only one cells, coming in only one cells. So we call that is in apical cell theories. And next one, that is of histogen theories. So histogen theory means, so according to this theory, the apical meristem stem divisions for 3 regions is there, 3 regions. So many histogens is there, so many cells is there. So that is of histogen theories. So one it is of tunica, sorry, apical cell theory, and second that is of histogen theories is there. Okay, so this is all to the meristematic issues and meristematic sections is there. Okay. So next to after the meristematic issues, see means meristematic is all in young cells, young tissues. After this young tissues is modified, young tissues is modified as a permanent tissues. Okay, next we'll go to the second stage. That second stage we call that is in permanent tissues. Is it okay now? The meristematic tissues after the development, the meristematic tissues is modified as a second one. What is the second one? That is in permanent tissues. Yeah. So first one is meristematic tissues. These meristematic tissues will go to the second one, that is of in permanent tissues. Okay. Yes. So now you see the permanent tissues is formed by the division and differentiated of meristematic cells. The cells of those tissues have lost the power of division is permanently. You see, permanent tissues means these tissues lost to the divisions. Lost to the divisions means it is not going to further any divisions. So we call that is in permanent tissues. Okay. So these permanent tissues generally is three types is there. Number one, that is of in parenchyma, simple tissues. Second one is a complex tissues, and third one that is in, so we call that is of secretion tissues is there. Permanent tissues. The permanent tissues are divided in three categories. Okay, so here now you see the structure and function of primary and secondary tissues. The primary tissues include the surface of the layer epidermis, the primary vascular tissues, xylem and phloems. Okay, so before going that one, here now you see generally one group of the tissues, generally tissue systems is there. The tissue systems are three types is there. So one, it is in epidermal tissue systems. Second, that is of in, so second one is a cortex tissue systems is there, and third one is of vascular tissue systems. Okay, so in these three sections, here you are looking the permanent tissues is there. Permanent tissues. Permanent means it is not going to any further divisions. We call that as a permanent tissues. Yes. So next now, so a group of similar cells or perform a common function, performs a common functions is called in simple tissues. All it is in simple tissues. So here now you see one this of in simple tissues here I'm showing. They are made up of only type of cells. Okay. So here this are all the simple tissues. Hello? Please respond anyone.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Are you able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. One, it is a permanent tissues. Yeah. Yes. Again, these permanent tissues are divided. Again, these permanent tissues are divided in. So three is there. So number one, that is of in parenchyma, parenchyma, sclerenchyma. Is it clear now? So where is that one? Here one short I am showing. Just 1 minute. This one here now you see here. Is it clear? Visible?
Yes, sir.
You see now here second one. This line it is in permanent tissues. So here second one. First one is a meristematic tissues. Here this is of in permanent tissues. Yeah. The permanent tissues are how many types is there? Permanent tissues. See, what is the number one?
Three.
Three types.
What is the first one is?
Parenchyma,
No.
sclerenchyma.
Wait. Where is my cursor? Where is my cursor is there? See, permanent
Simple
tissues
tissue.
are first one. Second one is
Simple tissue.
Parenchyma,
no, wait. First to here permanent tissues. Is it
Yes,
okay?
yes,
So these permanent tissues are three types. Is it okay?
yes.
First one. What is the
Simple,
first one? This is in simple tissues.
simple tissue.
Please write down the notes or take down the notes. Second one is, now you see B, complex tissues.
Okay.
What is the third one that is of in?
Secretory tissue.
Secretory. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Now, once again, the permanent tissues are three types.
Yes.
The permanent tissues are three types. One, it is in simple tissues, complex tissues, and
Secretory.
secretory tissues. Is it okay now?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So, number one, that is in, what is the meaning of simple tissues? Simple tissues means a group of similar cells that perform a common function is called simple tissues. Is it okay? You see, when you are writing the examinations, the first describe the plant tissues is the question. But describe the plant tissues. In short question sometimes describe the meristematic tissues, or second one that is of permanent tissues. Okay, the permanent tissues three types. simple tissues, complex tissues, secretions. Simple tissues. Simple tissues means the cells perform a common function is called simple tissues. Yeah. Yes. Again, the simple tissues are divided. How many is there? 3. So what is the first one that is in? Parenchyma. Second one is collenchyma. Third one that is in sclerenchyma. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
The simple tissues are how many types?
3 types, sir.
Yes. Is able
Three
to
types.
confuse? One it is in?
Parenchyma, collenchyma,
Very good.
sclerenchyma.
Sclerenchyma. Yes. Now, what is the meaning of parenchyma? What is the meaning of parenchyma? Tell me here. The parenchyma is the most basic type differentiated cells, where the youngest cell, so we call that is in parenchyma. Okay, so here I am showing just 1 minute, please. Here I am showing there is a simple tissues. Now we are going to discuss about in parenchyma. Yeah. Yes, where is the parenchyma? Yes. So now you see here this one. Visible?
Yes, sir.
Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Yes, parenchyma. You see now the cells are very nearly isodiametric. The cell walls are thin. These are made up of cellulose, hemicellulose, and pectin substances. See now here, this one. The close association is there. Close 1, 2, 3, 4. These are all the simple tissues. Okay now? You see, it occurs, mean these cells are occur where the cortex and pith, pericycle of stems and roots, mesophyll leaves, pulp of fruits, and endosperms of seeds. Okay, the parenchyma cells are also found in the complex tissues like xylem and phloem. We call this is in parenchyma. Yes, here one more important point. Based on this cell structure, you see now here I am showing how many diagrams is there here. See by my cursor, 1, 2, 3, 4 diagrams is there.
4.
Yes, but all the 4 diagrams are not same. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Based on these structures, again it is divided. So now you see here where it is in number 1, that is of in parenchyma. So here you see 1 it is in parenchyma, second one is collenchyma, and third one that is of in prosenchyma, and fourth one that is in storage parenchyma, fifth one that is of in water storage tissues. Is it clear now? So here given yes, this one, first one, it is of in types of parenchyma. So what is the given first one? Here it is in, read out please.
Chlorenchyma.
Chlorenchyma. Again, where the tissue structures, okay, tissue structures, it is divided. Okay, one it is in collenchyma. Yeah, understand? One it is in collenchyma. Second one is, what is the second one here?
Parenchyma.
Very good. What is the third one that is in?
Storage parenchyma.
Yes. Is it okay now?
Yes, sir.
Here given only 3. So generally it is of in parenchyma, collenchyma, prosenchyma, storage parenchyma, and water storage tissues. 5 types is there, but okay. Some books are given 3, some books are given 5. This 3 is also enough. Yes. So what is the meaning of in chlorenchyma? Chloroplast, which contain the chloroplast. See here, chlorenchyma. Parenchyma cells are contained. What is this one here?
Chloroplast.
Chloroplast. Which cells are contains chloroplast? We call that is in chlorenchyma. This belongs to simple tissues. Is it okay now? Here again, this chlorenchyma is given. You see now here first one. What is the first one? This is in polycide parenchyma. Second one is spongy parenchyma. Here given groups. Some books are given chlorenchyma. So polycide parenchyma, spongy parenchyma 1, 2, 3, 4 is there. That is also correct. Here it is also correct. Polycide parenchyma. They are readily elongated, contain the many chloroplasts situated closer to the cell wall. Is it okay now? Understand all of you? Chlorenchyma?
Yes, sir.
What is the second one? Here now you see this one. What is the second one here? Spongy parenchyma. Spongy means where the tissues are very smooth. Tissues are very smooth. We call that is in spongy parenchyma. Spongy tissues. Is it okay? Yes. After this one, this is second one. What is the here? Here showing my cursor.
Parenchyma.
Parenchyma. Parenchyma. What is the meaning of an parenchyma?
Air.
Yes, very good. Okay, na? The parenchyma cells are characterized by the presence of intracellular spaces, which develops either, okay, so where the heavy gap is there, gap, where it is in, now you see here this one, where the heavy intracellular spaces is there. So we call that is in parenchyma. Is it okay, parenchyma? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
this one is parenchyma. Yeah. So next, now you see here second one. Where is the second? That is the last one. Here it is in storage parenchyma.
Parenchyma.
Storage parenchyma means which contain the, see now we have food like starch. Amides means some type of the food. Different type of the food materials is there. We call that is in storage parenchyma. Is it okay now?
Okay, sir.
Yes. Before one more important point is there in this one. Yes. So now you see here. So what is the main functions of parenchyma? What is the main functions of parenchyma? Means, see now here, stores food and nutrients, involved in growth and development, okay, provide of mechanical rigidity to the plant. So they are site of all metabolic activities, okay. In the leaves, these cells all are also responsible for photosynthesis, exchange of the gases involved in the movement of water and other nutrients. So these are all the parenchyma. Is it clear now? Now, once again, I am showing this diagram. Yes. Now here you see. So now simple tissues. What you are completed now? Parenchyma is completed. Completed.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
This
sir.
parenchyma, you know very well what is the meaning of parenchyma. And next, so here now you see how many types of parenchyma. Is it clear now?
Sir.
Yes. So next now you see we are going to the second one. What is the second one here?
Parenchyma.
Parenchyma. Very good. Okay, na? So now we are going to discuss about in the parenchyma. Yes. Here once again I am showing. This is a parenchyma here. This one is parenchyma. Is it okay now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now you see this one is parenchyma. These are all the diagrams is there. Yeah. Means, see, the first cells we call that is meristematic tissues. This one. Just from here to here, when it is coming from here to here, we call that is in parenchyma. parenchyma. Okay. So from little bit advanced, we call that is a parenchyma. Sir, in this parenchyma, okay. So it is of in three types is this. Three types is there in this parenchyma. Sir, after the parenchyma, second one is collenchyma. Okay, collenchyma. See, this is a little variation is there. Chlorenchyma is different. Collenchyma is different. Okay? Chlorine, which contain the chloroplast, that is often chlorenchyma. Okay, so now we are collenchyma. Collenchyma means it is a second one of that is in simple tissues. Is it okay now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Here, now you see this one. Second one is collenchyma, not chlorenchyma. Chlorenchyma is different. Collenchyma is different. Chlorenchyma, that is only parenchyma tissues is there. So here, what is the meaning of in collenchyma? After the parenchyma, little bit advanced, okay, little bit developmental tissues is there. We call that is of in chlorenchyma. Yeah. Here now you see this one. This of in collenchyma. Okay. Yes. So this shell shape and various in isodiametric elongated. Visible here it is in the cell wall is little bit thick. Okay, the wall are made up of cellulose, pectin, and other wall substances, but no lignin. So if the thickening occur in the corners, they are called of angular. Means again this collenchyma is divided so many. So based on the tissue structures, it is divided so many types is there. Okay. So the chlorenchyma cells very closely related to the parenchyma cells, but the cells are long, thicker walls. They differ from sclerenchyma. Sclerenchyma means that is a stone cell structure, cell type is there, that is often sclerenchyma. So the presence of protoplast at maturity and involved structures. While the collenchyma, the primary cellulose wall sclerenchyma as secondary and commonly lignified walls is theirs. Okay, so based on these structures, now you see here 1, 2, 3 is given. Number 1, that is of in lamellar collenchyma. What is the second one that is in angular collenchyma? So what is the next one that is of in lacunate or lacunar collenchyma? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
How many types is there collenchyma? 3 types. Yes.
Three.
What is the first one that is in? Yes.
Angular.
Now you first one that is of in annular collenchyma. Angular collenchyma. Okay, na? So that is of in lamellar.
Yes.
So next one that is of in lacunar. Both are same, annular and angular. See, they are uniformly thickened collenchyma cells appear the circular in the cross sections. This one or this one is same. Collenchyma tissues in which cell wall are thick at angles where several cells are joined together. That is often angular collenchyma. Okay, na? The cell wall material is deposited at the corners of angles of the cells. As a result, the tissues becomes a compact tissues consisting of regularly arranged cells without intercellular spaces. Okay, so that is in angular. Here now you see this one, this of an angulars without intercellular spaces. We call that is of angular collenchyma. So second one, that is of in lamellar collenchyma. The wall thickening is restricted to the longitudinal walls rather than the radial cell walls. The cells are arranged to the tangent, so just like of tangential cells. As a result of tissues, The appears like a plate-like structures. Appear like a plate, lamellar. That's why here now you see what type of shape here it is in. Plate-like structures is there. Plate-like structures. So we call that is of in lamellar collenchyma. Lamellar collenchyma. Is it okay now? Lamellar. The type of intracellular spaces become thick due to divisions. What is the last one that is of in lacunate? Okay, na? Means this of in lacunate means here the cell wall material is primarily deposited around the intercellular spaces. The word lacuna refers to intracellular spaces. That is often aerial roots is there, stems and malvae and lamias. So this is often collenchyma. So what is the main functions of collenchyma? Okay, see now here this one. They provide mechanical support, mainly primary plant pots such as the young stems and root and leaves. Hence, it gives to the excellent the protections. Okay, mechanical support. That is the main functions. Yeah. The next now you see here there are more flexible sclerenchyma. Hence, they can burn the plant pots without breaking the structure. So this is the main functions of. And so here the chloroplast can be performing photosynthesis. Is it okay now? Parenchyma? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. What is the last one? What is the last one that is in?
Parenchyma.
See now here.
Sclerenchyma.
Yes. What is the last one? This is in
Sclerenchyma.
sclerenchyma. Sclerenchyma. Is it okay now? Yes. So sclerenchyma means SCLEROS. Scleris means very hot. Okay. And chyma means infusions. Is a simple mechanical tissues made up of thick walled lignified cells. The main functions of sclerenchyma is to provide strength and hardness to the plant body. Okay, so that is of in sclerenchyma. Okay, now yes, now I am showing the sclerenchyma where it is in. Now you see at this one. This is of in sclerenchyma. Is it okay now? Here I'm showing all these one different type of the sclerenchyma is there. Yes, so what is the main definition of sclerenchyma? Here now you see it is supporting tissues. The cells are divided into protoplast, hence they are dead cells. Stone cells is there, stone cells and dead cells is there. So we call that is in sclerenchyma. Okay, the sclerenchyma fibers long, very thick walled, many times longer than broad. Ends of the fiber taper into sharp points is there. Okay, so that is in sclerenchyma. Okay, the cell wall is made up of cellulose. So next one that is of in lignin, highly very thick. Inside the cell, very narrow lumen is present. The cells are dead and without living protoplasm. Okay, so this is all to the sclerenchyma. Okay, so you see here. So this is all the characteristics of sclerenchyma, and here this sclerenchyma we are looking entire the plant, that is of in cortex, where the pericycle, stem, pith, xylem and phloem, stones of where the fruits, fruits and in seed coats. Okay, so in all the places we are looking in the stone tissues. Mainly this sclerenchyma, it gives to mechanical support, full strength. Okay, Yes. So here now you see generally types of sclerenchyma. Yeah. Again, yes. Okay. Here I'm telling you how many types of sclerenchyma. Where it is. 1 minute. This one here. This one is a sclerenchyma. Yes. So how many types of the sclerenchyma? See, first one that is in. What is the first one that is in?
Fiber.
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 The second one that is of in
Scleroid.
scleroids.
Right.
Two types is there. So one it is in fiber. See, very simple there. The cell with more or less thick, okay, lignified secondary walls generally dead at maturity. So that is of in fiber. Second one that is of in scleroid. They vary in shape, size, but not elongated. The wall are thick and lignified with simple pits. This one, both two types are sclerenchyma. So one it is in fiber, second one that is of in spheroids is this. Okay, so here again these fibers you're not given generally. Fibers are two types is there. So one it is in xylem fibers, second one that is of in extraxylem fibers is there. Fibers. Okay, so fibers means they're also known as wood fiber-like structures is there. Fiber-likes. So that is often fibers. It is also fibers are elongated cells with the tapering ends. This commonly in the vascular tissues, but also occur in the ground tissues. Also, we are looking to the where it is in sclerenchyma. Yeah. So next, now you see here what is the main functions of sclerenchyma. So it provides a mechanical strength and protection to the plant. So next one that is of in a flexible and elastic act as the components of the vascular tissue systems. Xylem and phloem is there. The vessels and trochet of xylem or sclerenchyma cells is there. It forms hypodermis and girophytes. Okay, so that is of helps in the fluorescence of dispersion. So these are all the sclerenchyma. Yes. Before that one, once again I am asking, how many types of simple tissues? Please tell me here, anybody.
3 types, sir.
Yes.
Three
What is the first one that is in?
Parenchyma.
Parenchyma. Chlorine.
Second one,
Pollenchyma. Okay. Third one that is of sclerenchyma. Yeah. So this one is most important in your examinations.
Yes.
Describe the simple tissues. Okay. Of 3 types is this. Is it clear now?
clear, sir.
Yes. So after the sclerenchyma, yes. So next now you see we are going to the another one. What is the second one here? It is in
Complex tissues, sir.
complex tissues. Okay. So but it belongs to permanent tissues. It belongs to permanent tissues. Is it okay now?
Okay, sir.
Yes. Yes. Now, what is the meaning of in complex? Today, you know very well. Complex means like close associations. Okay. Very close associations. Strong cells is there. So we call that is complex tissues. The tissues in which different kinds of cells perform common functions. Common function are called complex tissues. They are composed of 2 or more cell types. Heterogeneous is there. See, number 1 that is of in xylem. Number 2 that is in phloem. Okay. So here we are looking complex. Complex means close, two different type of the cells are very close associations. So we call that is often complex tissues. So these complex tissues, so you know very well, vascular tissue systems, vascular bundles is there. Okay. So vascular bundles, we are looking two type of the cells is there. Number one, that is in xylem. Number two, that is in phloem. Two types tissues is there. These two cells together, we call that is in complex tissues. Complex. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Here now you see xylem. What is the meaning of in xylem? Xylem. Second one is a phloem. Xylem is equal to wood. Okay. Xylem is equal to wood. The xylem is the principal water conducting tissues. Conducting tissues in not transport systems. You see here the xylem. Here I'm telling you, are talking about xylem. The xylem is the water conducting tissues in all vascular plants. It closely associated with phloem. Okay, both structurally and functionally together form the vascular systems throughout the plant body. Further, xylem also provided mechanical support to the plant organs. Is it clear now what is the xylem? Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So next now
Conduction
you see
of
here.
water is xylem.
Yes. Xylem absorbing minerals, proteins from the soil, absorbing all type of nutrients. So we call that is in xylem. Here now you see. So xylems are how many types is there? One it is in
Four types.
tracheids. One it is in tracheids. How many types are xylem? One is tracheids is there. Vessels is there.
Xylem
Xylem
fiber.
fibers is there. Xylem
Xylem
parenchyma is there.
Parenchyma.
Okay. Four types is there. Yeah. Here. There is a xylem. Yes, this one it is a complex tissue. Here now you see complex tissues group of more than one type of cells that function together unit, xylem and phloem. So two types of the cells close. First one is of xylem. The xylem term introduced by Nageli. So this one is a Greek word. Xylems, which means wood. The tissues mainly is mainly responsible for condition. Yeah, you see water conduction to observing. Okay, xylem act as a supporting tissues. Xylem consists of, you see now here, how many is there? One it is in tracheids, vessels, fiber, xylem parenchyma. Is it okay now? So generally, the xylem is so two types is there. So one it is in procambium xylem, second one that is of in secondary xylem. Okay, one it is in procambium xylem, second one that is of in vascular cambium. Two types of xylems is there. First one, procambiums. See, what is procambiums? We are not given. Procambium means apical meristem, which gives rise to the primary xylem present in vascular bundles. Okay, that is of procambium. Procambium. Cambium means meristems. So where the meristems are present in vascular bundles, we call that as a procambium. Procambium of apical meristem, which gives rise to the primary xylem present in the vascular bundles. So we call that as a procambium. Second one, the vascular cambium. Second point. Where is the second point here? Secondary xylems. Okay. So after this primary is modified as a secondary xylems. See, when you are taking the section cutting, one it is a primary xylem, second is secondary xylem. This primary is modified as a secondary xylem. We call that as a secondary xylems, which gives rise to the secondary xylem. During the secondary growth, most of the wood stems is composed of secondary xylems. Okay, so this is a primary xylems. The first performed the primary xylem elements are called protoxylem. Similarly, lateral second one we call that as a metaxylems. Protoxylem elements usually that is of tracheids, elements embedded in wood parenchyma. These elements are subjected to stress and disorganize, where it is disorganized during the secondary growth. Okay, so this is the xylem is there. Okay, yes. So next, now you see here what is the structures of the xylem of three principal types of cells is there. The structure of xylems. So they are often tracheids elements. Okay, xylem fibers and xylem parenchyma. Xylem parenchyma. Yes. So first, now you see here where there is of in tracheids. What is the meaning of the tracheids? Able to understand? Respond anyone?
Yes, sir.
So what is the meaning of complex tissues?
More than one type of cells
Hmm?
combined. More than one type of cells are combined to form a
What is that one? Cell names.
Xylem fluid.
Xylem and
phloem.
phloem. Okay, xylem and phloems. Two types of cells is there. That is often complex tissues. What is the meaning of xylem?
Water conducting tissues in all vascular plants.
Here now you see this one. You see here number A, B, C, D, E. These are all the different different type of the xylems is there. Okay, this one is the xylems. Here now you see A, B, C, D. So many diagrams is there. Okay, that is of xylems, brackets, vessels, fibers, parenchyma. First one, what is the meaning of the tracheids? So now you see here, this is the tracheids. The fiber like tracheids occur in the wood. They are thick walled with pointed ends. Okay, where is the tracheit? This one. So one point like ending is there. Here now you see A. Okay, in the A diagrams. So where the pointed is there. Okay, so that is of in tracheids is there. Okay, so these are all chief conducting elements, water and mineral salts to the plant body. Besides, they also give mechanical support. The tracheids elements can be recognized. The two types. One it is in tracheids. Second one that is of in vessels. Okay, tracheids means at the ending in only one point is there. Okay, so tube-like cells which broad middle part, sharp tapering ends. The cell wall is a thick, lignified and consists of watered pits and pairs on the common walls. They are dead cells and has no protoplasms in inner space. Narrow, it is in very empty. Okay. So next, now you see this one. So that is of in xylem, where it is in tracheids. Okay, the cells tracheid much elongated with tapering ends. The cells are dead with large and that is of an empty lumen is there. The wall is very lignified. Okay, so now you see here scalary from primary xylem and secondary xylems. They are stored in the storage and water give the mechanical support to the plant. So we call this of in tracheids. See what is the variations, tracheids and vessels. Here I am showing the diagram. Now A, this one, this is tracheids. You see now the second one. Second one is the vessels. what is the variation of tracheids and vessels? So here we are looking at only one ending like structures is there. So vessels, it is a total tube-like structures is there, tube-like structures inside. So now we are vessels. This one, our B diagrams. So many little empty places is there. We call that as a. They're elongated, wide, cylindrical cells with thick lignified secondary walls is there. They are dead cells without protoplast and show a wide lumen. So these cells are arranged end to end and joined from long, it is continuous tube cells, vessels and or vessels and tracheids. End walls with the end walls. So now you see the end walls maybe totally is a closed structures is there. So we call that is often vessels like just like in the tube light where the total sides it is ending, that is of vessels. Okay, so you see vessels is a tube like series of vessels members common walls which perforated vessels and found the angiosperms only. So you see in the gymnosperms, the vessels are present in only order. This point is most important. Okay, means the entrance question. The vessels are present in only Nitalis. Other means other gymnosperms are not looking to the vessels. Okay, so the vessels are lignified. Yeah. So these are all the vessels type. Yeah. Yes. So now you see we are completing the tracheids and vessels. Yeah. Next number one C. So what is the C that is in? Fibers. Yes. What is the meaning of the fibers?
Thread-like structures.
Yes. Yeah. Now you see fibers. Okay. There are most elongated cells found in the xylem and are pointed with both ends. Where it is in this one. Here now you see both ends. Here C diagram is there. Yeah. This one. Both ends xylem fibers are dead cells. The sclerenchymatous in nature. They have thicker wall and narrow lumen. Okay. So we call this is in xylem fibers. Okay. Yes. After this xylem fiber again, it is divided. Now you see same. The fiber tracheids is there. The reform fibers is there, and delicious fibers is there. Generally, this is of in three types is there. Yeah. So this is of xylem structures is there. Okay. So next one more is there. This of xylem parenchyma. Already you know very well that is a parenchyma. Parenchyma means that the first one, that is a parenchyma. Okay, so these are all living and thin-walled cells, which presence of food materials, starch and oil, many others food substances. We call that as a xylem parenchyma. Okay, so next, you see here what is the main functions of the xylems. Already I told. Okay, the xylem, it is a water mineral conducting tissues. Okay, so in the transport of water minerals from the roots and leaves, that is the main functions of the xylems. So this xylem is a association with the phloem, where the vascular bundles, and next one, the xylem, it is supported to the mechanical support. Okay, so it is also used to replace water lost during the transpiration of photo. So now you see here we are looking, this is a different type of the trachary elements is there. Yeah, so one, it is an annular, spiral, scalariform. Okay, a trachelate of simple pits, bordered pits is there. So here this is a different type of the elements is there. What is the shape? First one is a total and a round like structure is there. Is it clear, visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So next, now you see here, this diagram is also most important. So here it is in vascular bundles. Vascular bundles means xylem there and phloem is there. See what type of shapes is there. See here, number one, this stuff in phloem here. First A and A diagram you see types of vascular bundles. So number A and B, okay na? A and B we call that is of in conjoint vascular bundles. A conjoint, collateral and open. Conjoint, collaterals. So both sides is there. So next one now you see here C and D. Conjoint, collateral, and next one that is often very closed is there. So here now you see A and B, it is the open is there. So that is often C and D. C and D, that is often very closed structures is there. Okay. So next now you see here E and F is there. Okay. So bicollateral opens, bicollateral open. Okay, here now you see this is totally vascular bundles. Means close associations, xylem and phloem. Two types of cells is there. Two types of cells is there. Yeah. So next to here now you see this of in E and H. You see this is of in concentric and that is of in amphicribialis is there. That is of in G and H is there. So here IJ and this is often also same structures. A and L is often radial structures. All together we call this is often xylem and phloem. Both together we call that is in vascular bundles. We call that is often vascular. And here one more important is there. You see, we are looking two type of the xylems is there. One it is in primary xylem. Second one that is often secondary xylems. So where the first one, we call that is in primary xylems. The first after the next from when we are looking in the first stage, center part of the cell, that is often primary. Just from here to here, when goes to from center part to above or below, whatever where the places. Okay, so we call that is in secondary xylems. We call that is in secondary xylems. What is the primary xylems? What is the main activity of the primary xylems? Performed by the activity of procambium in where the apical meristems. There is a main functions of in primary xylems. And second point, protoxylem and metaxylem are very distinct. The next, depending this primary xylem, depending upon the positions where it is in the protoxylem, it may be exarch, endorch, or mesarch. Depending on the positions, it's in a way exarch, that is an endorch and mesarch. So that is the main functions is there. And the next one, the tracheids vessels are relatively narrow and longer is this. The parenchyma is not differentiated into the axial and ray parenchyma. Next one, the vessels lock of which one that is often tylosis. Xylem fibers are either absent and if present, these are very few in number. Okay, so medullary rays of this region are derived from the apical meristems. This is the main in the primary xylem. Similarly, at the secondary xylems. So now you see secondary xylems. It develops from the vascular cambium with the secondary xylems. It is lateral meristems. So there is no such a distinctions, and such a distinction is not observed in the secondary xylems. Both are normally wide and very short. That is different secondary xylems. There are two systems are clearly distinct in the wall are marked old vessels showing the dialysis. Xylem fibers are found in abundantly. The xylem medullary rays arise by the activity of ray initial of ring, like climbing ring is the annual rings is the formation of the secondary xylems. This is the xylems. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now you see here once again I am showing this chart. Important. This ones. Okay. You see now we are completed to the xylem. Yeah. One it is in the tracheids and vessels, xylem fibers, xylem parenchyma. Yeah. So this is in complex tissues. This is in complex. Okay. After this one, yes. So next now you see here. What is the second one in the complex?
Phloem.
Phloem. Okay.
Phloem.
Yes. So now you see what is the meaning of phloems?
Phloems.
Phloem means please tell me anybody.
Conduction of food material.
Very good. Conduction of food materials. So where it is in this one is a phloems. Is it clear? The phloem is the major food conducting tissues of the vascular plants. Okay. The phloem, like xylem, is a complex tissues and consists of the following elements. Okay. The phloem is also one of the complex that conducts organic solutes from the leaves to other parts of the plant body. It is also known as that is of leptoma or bost. The term phloem was coined by the Horting. So when it is in 1837, the phloem placed outside the vesicular cambium. The position of phloem. So we are looking in outside the vascular cambium, external to the xylem in vascular bundles. In some, which one that is of in the dicots. In dicots families, strands of the phloem are found where it is in ether. Okay. In the dicots, sometimes the dicots we are looking with the ether. Okay. And where it is in inner xylem also we are looking in the phloems. This is known as so interphloem. So there is a intraxillary phloems. So these structures we are looking in where the apocynaceae, and next one that is of asclepiadaceae, and other one that is of convolvulaceae. Okay. So in this families we are looking these type of the phloems. Okay. So here now you see sometimes what happens here in some of the phloem also we are observing where the secondary xylems. Sometimes inside the secondary xylem also we are looking at phloems. Okay. So this is known as that is of included phloem on interxillary phloems. That is of interxillary phloems. So in these structures we are looking where it is in Amaranthaceae family, and next one that is of in other related Amaranthaceae families. So this phloem in the roots, phloem stands with alternate roots. Phloem stands alternate with xylem stands. Alternate with the xylem stands. Similarly, xylem, the phloem also developed from the two sources. Same xylem and phloems developed from the two sources, that is of in procambium vesicular, procambium and vascular cambiums. Okay. The primary phloem originates from the where it is in procambium. Primary xylem originate to the procambium, and secondary phloems from where it is in where the vascular vascular cambiums, during the primary and secondary growth of the plant. The primary phloem distinguishable into that is of in protophlorium, second one that is of in metaphlorium. So this is the main introduction about the phloems. You see, once again, the phloem is a major food conducting tissue in the vascular plants. The phloem, like xylem and complex tissues, comes of following the elements. And what is the main structures of the phloem? Here now you see I'm showing this is the phloem chart. Here this is the phloem chart is there. Okay, so a little bit variation is there. Phloem xylems, the xylem and phloem little variation is there. The phloem is composed of different kinds of cells. So they are sieve tube-like cells is there. Companion cells is there. Next one that is of phloem fibers is there, and next one that is of phloem parenchyma is there. It is in 4 types is there. Yes, where it is in the position of phloems. Okay, so you are given number 1 that is of in external phloem,
Internal.
internal phloem included. 3 types is there. And here now you see that the size of differentiated in the phloem. So that is of in metaphlloem, protophlloem, primary phloems, secondary phloems. Okay. So this is all the number 1 that is in what is the external. Okay, this is too very easy. And here the internal phloems, and next one there is a included phloems is there. Yeah, just to read it is in enough. Yeah. So and what is the main functions of the phloems? Already it's of you know very well. The phloem is the vascular tissues in charge the transport and distribution of nutrients. It is also pathway of that is of molecular and structures function of plant bodies. So this is of in complex. Is it okay now? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Any doubt in this one? So please ask any questions of in this one.
Sir, this one is longer, short questions. Sir. For
This,
example.
here sometimes it is coming describe the complex tissues, describe the simple tissues. Okay, describe the simple tissues, one long questions, and describe the complex tissues. Okay, xylem, it is short questions. Only parenchyma, it is short questions. Only parenchyma, it is short questions. Okay, but describe the simple tissues, it is in long questions. Is it clear?
Okay,
Yeah?
sir. Thank you.
So tomorrow, so we'll going to discuss another one. That is an we'll discuss in the next tissue systems is yes. Okay, so we'll discuss in the tissue systems, and one more is there that is also tomorrow where it is in tissue systems and some types of cells is there. So we're discussing tomorrow onwards. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.